The world of theater has lost one of its brightest stars. Tom Stoppard, the Oscar-winning playwright behind Shakespeare in Love, has passed away at 88, leaving behind a legacy of wit, wisdom, and profound storytelling. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. His life was as dramatic as the plays he wrote, shaped by war, exile, and a late-blooming discovery of his Jewish heritage. And this is the part most people miss: how his personal history subtly weaves through his works, adding layers of depth to his already brilliant writing. Born Tomás Sträussler in 1937 to a Jewish family in Zlín, Czechoslovakia, now the Czech Republic, Stoppard's early years were marked by upheaval. When Nazi Germany invaded in 1939, his family fled to Singapore, only to escape again in 1941 as Japanese forces advanced. Tragically, his father stayed behind and later died when his ship was attacked. In 1946, his mother married an English officer, Kenneth Stoppard, and the family relocated to post-war Britain. Young Tom embraced his new identity, later quipping that he put on Englishness like a coat. This duality, of belonging and displacement, would become a recurring theme in his work. Though he never attended university, Stoppard's career began at 17 as a journalist in Bristol, followed by a stint as a theatre critic in London. His breakthrough came with Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, 1966, a clever reimagining of Hamlet from the perspective of two minor characters. This blend of tragedy and absurdist humor set the tone for his career, earning him the first of 5 Tony Awards for Best Play. Other masterpieces include Travesties, 1976, The Real Thing, 1984, The Coast of Utopia, 2007, and Leopoldstadt, 2023, which explored themes of identity, history, and loss. But here's the controversial part. While Stoppard was celebrated for his intellectual prowess, some critics argued his plays lacked emotional depth. Biographer Hermione Lee countered this, noting the underlying grief in his work. People in his plays are often adrift, she observed, confronted by history they don't understand, grappling with loss and longing. This is particularly evident in Leopoldstadt, a deeply personal play inspired by his own family story during the Holocaust, a history he only fully uncovered after his mother's death in 1996. Stoppard's genius lay in his ability to intertwine language, knowledge, and feeling. His plays spanned Shakespearean reinterpretations, philosophical debates, and historical tragedies, often playing with time and structure. Arcadia, 1993, for instance, jumps between the 19th and 20th centuries, exploring chaos theory and fate. The Invention of Love, 1997, delved into the life of poet A. Houseman, while Rock and Roll, 2006, contrasted counterculture in Britain and communist Czechoslovakia. Beyond theater, Stoppard was a prolific screenwriter, earning an Oscar for Shakespeare in Love, 1998, alongside Mark Norman. His film credits include Brazil, 1985, Empire of the Sun, 1987, Enigma, 2001, and Anna Karenina, 2012. He also championed free speech, working with organizations like PEN and Index on Censorship, though he claimed to have no strong political views writing. One writes because one loves writing. But here's a thought-provoking question. Did Stoppard's late discovery of his Jewish heritage fundamentally change his perspective as a writer? Or was it always there, simmering beneath the surface? His works, particularly Leopoldstadt, suggest the latter, inviting us to reconsider the role of personal history in art. What do you think? Does an artist's background shape their work in ways they themselves might not fully recognize? Stoppard's passing marks the end of an era, but his plays, witty, profound, and timeless, will continue to captivate audiences. As United Agents aptly put it, he will be remembered for his brilliance and humanity, his irreverence, and his profound love of the English language. And perhaps, in revisiting his work, we'll uncover even more of the man behind the words.